Hello everyone, I'm working on the entryway right now, and as you may remember from the last build, in order to get the doors centered right here, I had to offset these bricks, and I had to do it in two ways in order to get everything to line up. I had to use the 2x2 jumpers and put them there so I could get it centered, and then that threw it back a half a stud on the main line right here. So the issue was, how do you go from here back to your straight line of the main build? And as you remember, the last one was quite convoluted, and I took the 2x2 jumpers and put them back essentially like that, which created this really weird shelf. And then I had to kind of build around it and use some arched pieces to kind of cover up that shelf. But because of this gap right here, everything was kind of getting in the way. And then as I kind of went along, I realized I was doing everything kind of in a dumb way. And so this time around, I thought I'd try a few different things. And I think it's worked out much better. So the first thing I did, after I got probably a few floors up in my Newhouse MOC, I realized that, okay, when you take jumper plates, there's two reasons jumper plates are made the way they're made. So as you see, all the jumper plates, whether they're a 1x2 or a 2x2, the stud has the hollow point. Or the stud has the hollow. It's a hollow stud, whatever you want to say. So that's for two reasons. One, on 1x bricks or plates, you have a pin instead of what is a tube on 2x2s and larger. The pin actually fits in that spot. That's what allows you to do a lot of the snot builds that I did on the upper part of the Newhouse building. So that's gives you some options there. Now, the tube on the bottom gives you another option. The tube will actually fit in on a stud like that, instead of the stud going in the normal spot, which is in between the tube and the edge, like that. So that gives you some options on how you can combine these. So I thought, well, I can put this across like that. As long as you've got a long enough plate that it will cover all of your jumpers, then you can put it on. But as you can see, because this is now not centered, I'm going to have a transition point over here. So I thought, okay, that's not going to work. Plus, I have my rounds again right here, which cause problems because I have to line up both this one, which is now a half a stud off this direction, and the doors, which are half a stud off backwards, as well as the center line. So what I did, because of the pin issue, first, because you've got a flat area on your jumper plate, I was able to put 1x2s right there on the round column that will overlap without binding there. Then I was able to take my plates, put them in so the pins are in, and that gave me a surface to work with that I could now combine. We're still not lined up with our main build. The doors are just kind of pushing back a little. So then I took a plate, wrong plate, took two plates, so a 6 and a 4, put my window back together here, and then that gave me connected the rounds with the windows, and then I just had to use 1x2 jumper plates all the way across to get my line back up with my main building. So no matter what you're doing with jumper plates, there always is a way to bring it back in line. Sometimes it just takes a little trial and error, whether you use 2x2s, which again offset it in two directions, or 1x2s. But just remember, the tubes and the pins provide you some extra flexibility as long as they can match up with your, your main build and the studs on your jumper plates. Hope you found this useful. It's kind of coming along, and we'll see you next time.